reach into our bodies. Begin to become aware of any part of your anatomy that is intimately in contact with our planet, the planet Earth. From the tip of the toes to the sits bones to the tailbone. That triangle, the sits bones and the tailbone. See if you can feel that in your body. Typically we sit too far forward to feel it, so you can find it upright. And breathe silently, quietly. And begin to bring your awareness to the element of earth, Prithvi in Sanskrit. And we're going to install, this is the first part of Tattva Shuddhi, is to install, Nyasa this term is in Sanskrit, the earth element into our root. We'll call it the Muladhara. This is a 5-chakra system. So the bija for the element of earth is a lum. So what we want to do is feel from the pelvic floor, we want to feel the energy of the sound in the earth all through our body. This is manifest life. This is what it means to be manifest, to feel. Feel through the root as we allow ourselves to chant. Just sit for a moment, meditate, feel any vibrations, sensations that you may feel in that area, from the tip of the toes all the way to your sits bones and your tailbone. That's our root. That's our Muladhara. That's how we find our vertical dimension. It's also the root which brings the obstacles to us, the obstacles of yoga that Patanjali talks about in the first part. So we're going to acknowledge and honor and invoke the Lord of obstacle removing, the Lord of auspicious occasions, the Lord Ganesha, with his Mula mantra, which just goes Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. So let's just chant that 3 times. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. I'm trying to bring the sound from my pelvic floor. All sounds that humans can make, they come up through the mouth and out the mouth. We can make sounds other places, but the ones begin at the pelvic floor. The pelvic floor lifts just a little bit before we make any sound. Cough just a little bit. See if you can feel your pelvic floor lift. And then go. And see if you can make that hum so that it's hardly there, and then you can really begin to feel it. This is somatics here, feeling ourselves. How we move, how we respond. The way we react is our history playing out again. We want to respond to very different things. So we don't want to react, we want to feel response. A reasoned response, a felt response. So let's now allow this earthen part of us to begin to flow upward to the center of the pelvis, and what we call the kunda. In Chinese, it might be called the dantian or the tantian. Right? It's our physical center of our body. And here, we install the element of water. Apaha. Water. Flow, representing flow. So the bija for water is foam. With a V, foam. So we're going to go ahead and bring that. Try to bring that from the center. It's a little bit easier to feel. Allow the belly to compress just a little bit. Feel the breath. Push the breath up from the belly and feel the vibration, the intonation from the center of the pelvis as we begin to perform nyasa on the water element. Foam, 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 foam. I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce the multi-instrumentalist, devotional singer,
And may I introduce the multi-instrumentalist and devotional singer,
Together we are Veda tells us that's what existed before any creation, cosmic water. We are cosmic water. We're all cosmic water. To begin now to allow the flow of the earth and the water up into the space of the heart, keeping in mind that the heart rides on the diaphragm. The space of the heart is not some localized thing, it's the entire rib cavity. Entire space begin, and here we can really start to feel the vibrations. Bija for the heart space is a rum. Rum. Thank you. Rum. 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 Feel your heart open. Vibrate, oscillate, resonate. And now we'd like to recite the Kula blessing mantra, the invocation of the ancient Kata Upanishad. We will sing it from our heart space and sing it to our heart space. And it goes like this. Om, let us be protected together. Om Sahana. Om, may we be nourished together. Om Sahana Bhūtaśuddhi. Om, may we find strength among each other. Om Om, may our studies together bring brilliance and light. May there never be any animosity among us. And then from the fire, the element of transformation, conflagration, and combustion. Let's now, from the heat of the fire, feel the wind of Vayus in the throat space as we install the wind element with the bija yum. Yum, 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 Let us now, through our voice, we have two things in this world. We have our seat, our asan, and we have our voice, bak. That's all we have. We have a seat, a place at the table of humanity, and we have a voice to let our concerns know. That's all we have at the end of the day. Just for a few moments, few fleeting moments. Make the best of that. So we're going to now chant the peace shanti. Om. Peace. 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 Feeling it in the throat. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be the change you want to see. Now, from the third eye up, the fifth and final chakra. Begin to bring your awareness to that third eye at the brow. As we install the element of space, Akasha, open, wide open consciousness and awareness, open space. With the bija, home. Feel your entire body vibrate. And know that you are the stability of the earth, the flow of the water, the combustion of the fire, the winds of mobility, and wide open spaces. So when we find the space within that we truly can love ourselves. Otherwise it's just too jumbled up in there. There's just too much going on. Let it go, let it go. And now, we will complete the invocation with Uccāra. Uccāra is the utterance where we begin whatever bija we're chanting. In this case, it's going to be the pranava, but we're going to use the trika pranava, which is howl. So you hear that H first. That H signifies that lifting of the pelvic floor. So it's you gotta have an A in there too, right? Because that's the next sound. If a human opens their mouth and allows sound to come out from as deep as they can, it's the root vowel. So if we put those together, it goes. Notice the jaw drops. This is actually a jaw exercise. Because the next one we bring the jaw forward and up a little bit. When we come into ow. Jaw comes a little bit forward. And now the last two kind of come together. We can separate them out if we want. So we can come into the vowel E. Start to bring the sound up. Now we finish with the Anuswara. When you see an M with a dot under it, that's an Anuswara. That's pure nasal. So this practice is creating a sonic needle to go through the granthis of all of the chakras, the 5 chakras. And that's what opens us up. But the biggest one in any tradition is the last one, for the last chakra. The granthi on the last chakra in most systems in the modern postural world is called the Brahma Granthi. That final sonic needle is that pure Anuswara because that's where the Granthi is, the third eye. So we want to vibrate that and open it up so we can get that sonic needle through there and the sounds coming out through your head. It's pure nasal. If you speak French, like that's pure nasal. So that's the sound we go to. So here we go. So the 3-part breath begins with the hold of an exhale. Hold it out. You inhale in. For a count of 4, we're going to do 4. Or 3, do whatever works for you. And then you hold the kambuk in the heart space, and then you let it go into the Om and allow that Om. Most of the sound of the Om is silent. It's that silent vibration. Out the crown of the head. Exhale. Inhale for 4. And now just breathe. We'll just do one more. We're getting late. Go ahead and exhale. Allow that. Exhale. Relax. This is stillness. When you're not breathing is the only time your body's still. Is on these kambuks when you're stopping the breath. You're not holding the breath, you're just stopping the breath. Inhale. 4.